All right, guys, so we have breaking news. Wall Street is facing a major sell-off as recession fears escalate rapidly. The Dow Jones has plunged over 700 points, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ are both down more than 2%. So concerns about impending U.S. recessions are growing, with the Atlanta Fed now projecting the economy to contract by 2.8%. Even Donald Trump is expressing doubts about avoiding a recession. And as a result, Wall Street has been reacting with a lot of 401ks taking a hit. Investments are down and people are losing money. And it's a tough economic situation, yet some Americans are still saying things have to get worse before they can get better. And I just don't understand that thought process. But let's be honest. If this wasn't under a different president, many would be quick to place the blame. So the big question to you is, how far will this sell-off go? Will we officially enter a recession, or is this just a temporary market correction? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think we're headed into a recession? Why or why not? And I'll promise to read and respond. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of charts. And I'm going to show you the heartbeat of America. The US 30, which is the Dow 30, the top 30 public traded companies in the world. The NASDAQ 100, which is the top 100 companies in the United States, and then the S&P 500, which your 401k is being traded. Let's take a look. All right, guys, so we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, also known as the Dow 30. What it is a stock market index that tracks the 30 large publicly traded companies in the US across various industries. It is one of the most well-known indicators of the overall health of the US stock market and the economy. So we have heavy hitter companies in the Dow 30, such as Apple, Microsoft, Nike, McDonald's, Boeing, Coca-Cola, so on and so forth. So when I say that the Dow 30 is the heartbeat of America, it actually is. And it gives you an indication of how America is doing. For those who've been trading with us for a while, you know that we love to trade price action. It is a 90% profitable strategy. I'm not going to give everything in detail here, but just to give you an indication, we're going to grab our lows here. I'm on a higher time frame, and we're simply grabbing our lows here because we want to see what trend we're in. So typically you want to grab it from the low, and you want to continue to see lows followed by highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. As long as you continue to see that sequence, then you're in an uptrend. Once price drops below the previous higher high and continues to drop, then that trend is disrupted. Doesn't necessarily mean it won't continue to go up, but it's disrupted. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and grab this line here and clone it, drag it to the other side. And now you can see how I've trapped price in a channel, making price a little bit more predictable. And as price continues to grow, we can now go a little bit deeper to see what's going on, and it completely broke through our trend line. So as I go to the daily time frame, I notice that we have something sort of like a double top here. So if I draw a line like this, we have one top here, and then we have another top here. Very briefly, guys, I'm going to show you my mouse pad, and this is completely different than what I normally do. But here's my mouse pad here. And my mouse pad, you can see that double top is a reversal pattern. Price goes up from an uptrend, caps off, comes back down to the neckline, comes back up. Buyers can't force it much higher, and then there is a reversal. So that being said, guys, we see something like this happening. And when did it start to break our trend line? If I look here below, this is in February/March. So when price started to drop, this was February 20th, the week of February 20th. This is around when Donald Trump said that he's going to start projecting tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. You can see that 2 days in a row, price dropped significantly here and here again. It started to taper off, consolidate. Then the tariffs actually have taken place in March. And look at this decline, guys. So simply using my measuring tool from when price started to initially drop when he mentioned tariffs, all the way up until today, we have over a 7% drop on the Dow Jones. Remember, this is the heartbeat of the US economy. Let's go to the weekly time frame and take a look at it. Now our uptrend is completely abrupted. So now that we see this, and we know that we're in a war, doesn't mean physical war, but tariffs is an act of war, we can start drawing our trend line down, cloning it as the price action channel strategy suggests, and we can see that we're making now lower highs and lower lows. I'm no longer buying the Dow, the S&P, or the NASDAQ. I will be selling just as long as these tariffs are in place and nothing is happening. So this is why I love trading, because if you understand fundamentals, which is news, high impact news, micro and macro economics, you can be on the right side and make money. Now, are we headed to a recession? We have 4 weeks in a row that price started to drop. That is dangerous. A lot of people are afraid, and now Donald Trump says that he is not completely confident that a recession wouldn't happen. And we have the leader of America saying that, sentiments become bearish. People become afraid and they start to sell off. One of the best things as a trader is you sell and you make money in a down economy. The same here. I'm going to go back to 2022. The reason why we had this huge drop was because of the Ukraine-Russia war. Look how significant this dropped, right? This is from January 2022. It started to pick up all the way until September to October 2022 before it started to begin an uptrend and recover a bit slowly but surely. But you can see that it had taken about 8 months to drop from here to here and getting my measuring tool. That is a huge 22% drop, give or take. And it took twice as long to recover back up to this resistance area right here up until November to December 2022. Really quick, let's take a look at the S&P 500. Same situation with the S&P 500. Huge drop. Price started dropping right at this area. And to be honest, I don't think it's a coincidence. This was our resistance area here. And in normal circumstances, in a normal economy, we should have continued to print higher highs and higher lows. Simply drawing a trend line, price should have respected my trend line and my uptrend, because guess what? As I scroll back from years and years to come, price has been in a continual uptrend. There's been some dips from major economic news. This was the war on Ukraine and Russia because US participation in it. This is a huge drop. This is a physical war that even the US wasn't directly involved in, but we were involved in it. Who's to say that this wouldn't happen? And this has only been about 3 to 4 weeks, and we had a significant drop. So I believe we're going to continue to see downside movement. I will continue to short sale and make money. I've been guiding my Stocks Academy of what to do and how to handle it, risking no more than 2% and being very cautious, because the president can say one or two things and it can spike it up. But I believe that it's going to continue to drop until these tariffs are taken care of by Canada, Mexico, and the United States, and even China. Not to mention, the United States is thinking about another 25% tariff on steel and aluminum with Canada. That will be an addition. That will be 50% on Canada. This is huge, guys, and I cannot see it growing anytime soon. So as investors, it's best to start selling, and you don't want to sell just to sell. I love to wait for some sort of a discount, a pullback possibly, before it continues to drop. One more thing, let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. Remember, the top 100 companies in the world continuing to drop, and it continues to drop. In a perfect world, we will see a continual incline just like this. We're going to trap it. We spot our levels. Our levels are identifiable. We have our beautiful double top. This is our supply level here. We have our top here. Drops down here to our neckline. Here's our second top. This is a reversal pattern. Coincidentally, it happened to reverse right at a previous high. Now, sometimes I do think billionaires and elites in the United States and around the world do this purposely because they're the only ones who really make money because they know what's to come and they know how to trade. Usually the middle class are the people who are stuck paying taxes, paying higher food and groceries, not knowing anything about investments for one reason or another. But usually the rich continue to get richer and the middle class and the poor continue to spend more, which is, in my opinion, ridiculous. And this is one of the reasons why I really, really trust in trading. So that being said, guys, feel free to comment below. Let me know if we're in a recession. Are you selling? Are you preparing to buy or what? One last thing. Oftentimes when you have a recession or you have a huge drop, this is preparation for a beautiful buy. So let's say this is an area right here, a key level of support or demand area. If price begins to drop and everything starts to work out with the tariffs, this will be ideal to buy. And once the tariffs are gone and rectified, I really believe we'll be in a nice uptrend, and I'll be swing trading this for months and months to come. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Give me your honest opinion and feedback. I'll promise I'll read it and I'll comment. Are we headed for a recession? Why? Are we not headed for a recession? Why not? And I want your comments to really make sense. Let me know why or why not, other than a party, a president, or whatever. Let's just stick with facts, guys. And what are you doing to make sure that you're making income that is recession proof? We know that jobs come and go. Thousands of people were fired in this administration. So as I go to the Bloomberg economic calendar, here is the JOLTS job openings right here, 7.74 million. You can click here and it'll tell you what this is, a survey done by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics to help measure job vacancies. So these are job vacancies, and I believe it's up than previously because there's a lot of people who were let go recently. And also there were a lot of people who were fired and filing for unemployment. So that is not good for an economy. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I pray that you are on the right side, on the right track of this economy. People are losing money, and I want you guys to truly find something that you don't have to spend too much of your time in and make income. And in my opinion, trading is the best time. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you're interested in learning about our Stocks Academy or Forex Academy, everything is in the description below. It is a lifetime academy, and you're stuck with us. I'm here to answer any questions for you. Until then, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope and pray that you're doing well and that you have something to fall back on, because we can't rely on our government to do anything. We have to be creative in our finances. That being said, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.